Hi guys, welcome back to Thrifty Doc Diaries. Today is our last day here in Jeju Island. We're making one final stop at one of Jeju's most famous places, Dongmun Market. We'll be tasting some local favorites, checking out what makes this market so popular. So if you're wondering what Dongmun Market is really like, come join me as we explore one of Jeju's busiest and most exciting markets. Let's go! So, we are now here at the entrance of Dongmun Market. Before coming here earlier, someone actually gave me a recommendation. Sabi niya, when you get to Dongmun Market, go near Gate 5 and look for an old woman selling this crispy pancake. I always trust local recommendations more than random internet suggestions. Locals usually know where the real good food is. So of course, I had to check it out. And there she is. Look at her making everything fresh right in front of us. I honestly love stalls like this because you can tell they've been doing it for years. Okay, now I understand why our driver recommended this. Simple food, but very satisfying. Alright, let's continue walking around while enjoying this crispy pancake. One thing I immediately noticed about Dongmun Market is how lively this place is. There are so many different sections to explore. Right now, we're walking through the clothing and souvenir section. You'll find everything from affordable clothes and accessories to Jeju-themed gifts and keepsakes. And look at these cute souvenirs. You can find keychains, magnets, plush toys, mugs, stickers, and all kinds of Jeju-inspired merchandise. Look at all these orange-themed plushies and souvenirs. If you're looking for gifts for family and friends back home, this is definitely a good place to shop. As we continued exploring the souvenir section, I came across this cute little item right here. So yes, I ended up buying it. I don't know why, but it immediately caught my attention. Sometimes when you travel, you see something that may not be expensive or fancy, but for some reason it reminds you of the trip and the memories you've made. I think that's one of the best things about souvenirs. It's not really about how much they cost, but about the story behind them. Even if you're not planning to buy anything, it's still fun just walking around and seeing all these unique items. Every few steps, may makikita kang bago. 1 minute you're looking at souvenirs. Then suddenly you're passing by a food stall. Then a clothing shop. Then another snack vendor. That's what makes traditional markets so enjoyable. Now over here, we have one of Korea's most popular street foods, fish cakes, perfect for the cool weather. And then just a few steps away, we're back in food heaven again. This one, it is something that looks delicious. There is this fried snacks and some of local favorites. Yung smell alone is enough to make you hungry again, even if you've already eaten. Kahit saan ka tumingin, there's always something happening. You see locals doing their daily shopping, tourists exploring the market, people lining up for food, and vendors busy serving customers. The energy here is just amazing. And what I really like about Dongmun Market is that it isn't just a food market. And now we've made our way to the fruit section of Dongmun Market. When you think of Jeju, one of the first things that comes to mind is their famous tangerines. Just look at these displays. They're everywhere. The colors alone are so vibrant and eye-catching. Even if you're not planning to buy fruits, it's hard not to stop and admire these stalls. This is one of those simple moments that I enjoy while traveling. Just walking around, seeing local products, and experiencing what makes a place unique. Since Jeju is an island, It's no surprise that seafood is one of the biggest highlights here. Just look around. Everywhere you turn, you'll find tanks filled with fresh seafood, shellfish, sea cucumbers, abalone, and all kinds of local catches. And over here, they even have ready-to-eat seafood platters and sashimi sets prepared for customers who want to enjoy fresh seafood right away. If you're a seafood lover, you could probably spend hours just exploring this section alone. One thing I really appreciate about markets like this is that you get to see where the food comes from before it reaches the restaurants. It feels more authentic and gives you a better appreciation of Jeju's connection to the sea. We've finally reached what is probably the most popular section of Dongmun Market, the street food area. And wow, just look at this place. This is definitely the busiest part of the market. Ang daming tao. Everywhere you look, people are lining up, taking photos, ordering food, and trying different local specialties. Honestly, if you're visiting Dongmun Market for the first time, this is probably where you'll spend most of your time. The moment you walk into this section, you're immediately greeted by the aroma of grilled meat, barbecue, seafood, sauces, and all kinds of Korean street food. Even if you're already full, the smell alone makes you want to eat again. Just look at those chicken skewers, freshly grilled, right in front of you. May konting flame show pa habang niluluto nila. It not only looks delicious, but it's actually entertaining to watch as well. And that's one thing I love about Korean street food culture. The food isn't just about eating. The preparation itself becomes part of the experience. You can stand there for several minutes just watching the vendors grill, torch, season, and prepare everything fresh.
저희 왕닭꼬치 하나랑 소라꼬치 하나요. 일찍 와드릴게요.
계좌이체로 할게요.
And I couldn't leave Dongmun Market without trying some of their street food. One thing Jeju is famous for is its sweet mandarins. So when I saw them squeezing the oranges right in front of me, I knew I had to try it. So here's what I got. Some freshly grilled barbecue and a cup of Jeju's famous fresh orange juice. And still steaming when they handed it to me. The smell alone was enough to make me hungry all over again. The juice was refreshing, naturally sweet, and not overly sugary. It was actually the perfect drink after walking around the market for quite some time. Over here, they're making fresh takoyaki right in front of everyone. Look at that! Each ball is carefully turned one by one until it's perfectly golden brown. The aroma alone is enough to attract the crowd. No wonder ang haba ng pila dito. And check this out, a traditional Korean snacks made with sesame seeds and syrup. It looks simple, but apparently it's a popular local treat. Then just a few steps away, may dumpling stall naman. You can actually see the steam coming out from the pots. Everything looks freshly cooked. Ito yung klase ng pagkain na perfect kapag malamig ang panahon. So we can't miss one of the island's most famous specialties, Jeju black pork. Now this one immediately caught my attention. Just look at those giant squids grilling over an open flame. Ang sarap tingnan habang umiihip yung apoy. And right beside it, another seafood stall serving freshly grilled squid. You can actually watch them cook everything in front of you. You see the ingredients, you see the cooking process, and you know everything is freshly prepared. Over here naman, they're making Korean-style crepes. Ang daming tao nakapila, and I can see why. They're filling it with fruits, sauces, and different toppings, before folding everything together. It looks more like a dessert than a snack, and ang tempting niyang subukan. And check this out. These giant grilled rolls are impossible to miss. They're lined up across the grill, brushed with sauce, and cooked right in front of the customers. Every stall seems to have its own specialty, and that's what makes exploring Dongmun Market so much fun. You never know what delicious food you will discover next. Seriously, if you're visiting here, make sure to come here hungry. Kasi bawat area, may pagkain na magpapatigil sa'yo. And that wraps up our adventure here at Dongmun Traditional Market in Jeju Island. From the fresh seafood section, colorful fruit stands, unique souvenirs, and of course the amazing street food alley. This market truly gave us a taste of Jeju's culture and everyday life. What I love most about places like this is that they're more than just tourist attractions. They're where locals shop, eat, and gather, giving visitors a more authentic experience of the destination. I could spend hours just walking around, trying different foods, and discovering something new at every corner. If you're planning a trip to Jeju, make sure to add Dongmun Market to your itinerary. Come hungry, bring some extra cash for snacks and souvenirs, and enjoy the vibrant atmosphere. Thank you so much for joining me on this food and market adventure here in Jeju. I hope you enjoyed exploring this place as much as I did. This is Doc Jun of Thrifty Doc Diaries, reminding you that travel doesn't always have to be expensive to be memorable. Keep exploring, keep learning, keep creating memories, and most importantly, never stop discovering the beauty that this world has to offer. Until our next adventure, stay safe, stay curious, and I'll see you in the next vlog. Bye everyone.